Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Archana Mhatre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department. In this video, we will continue with the first unit of MWC, that is Wireless Communication System. First we will see the mobile phone and its unit. A mobile phone or a cell phone or handheld phone, sometimes shortened to simply mobile cell, is just a phone, is a portable telephone that can break and receive calls over a RF link while the user is moving within a telephone service area. The link established a connection to a switching system of a mobile phone operator which provides access to the public switch telephone service network, that is PSTN network. Now we will see the features of a mobile phone unit. This is the very important features. The first feature is the transmitter and the receiver shares the same antenna. Obviously, when you consider a mobile phone, that mobile phone has a transmitter as well as receiver as a main part of this. This transmitter and receiver shares the same antenna in the mobile phone unit. The output power is controlled by the call side and the MTSO, that is mobile telephone switching office. The typical output power is 3 watt and the transmitter and receiver are spaced 45 megahertz apart to minimize the interference. Interference is nothing but a disturbance. To minimize the disturbance, the transmitter and receiver are separated, spaced by the 45 megahertz band. Now here you can see the block diagram of mobile phone unit. Here you can see first block is transmitter, then frequency synthesizer, then receiver, then logic unit and control unit. Here is the handset. Now transmitter and receiver shares the same antenna, that is it shares the same tower. Now frequency synthesizer block is in between the transmitter and the receiver. The block diagram of cellular mobile handset is shown in figure. A cellular telephone handset or a mobile unit consists of the following parts: transmitter, receiver, frequency synthesizer, logic unit, control unit and antenna, and these parts are placed in a handset, which is LCD display, keyboard, microphone, speaker, battery. These are the part of your handset, that is your mobile phone. Now we will see the operating principle of the mobile phone unit. Consider the block diagram of a cellular telephone handset and mobile phone unit. The mobile phone unit operates on a dedicated battery which provides the power source for the phone function. The transmitter section and the receiver section of a mobile phone unit shares the same antenna to act as a transmitting antenna as well as the receiving antenna. That means while transmitting the signal, you have a mobile phone uses the same antenna, and while receiving the signal, the mobile uses the same antenna. Typically, the output power of transmitter is about 3 watt and it is controlled by the cell side and the MTSO. MTSO is mobile telephone switching office. Now the transmitter uses a unit called as a duplexer which isolate the transmitter out from the transmitter output from the receiver output. That means how you can recognize that your signal is transmitted or received, as you can use the same antenna. So there is one duplexer which isolate the transmitter output and the receiver output. The transmitter is a low power FM unit, that is frequency modulation unit, and operates in a frequency range of 825 to 845 megahertz and transmit 666 channels which are spaced 30 kilohertz apart. That means within the range of frequency range of 825 to 845 megahertz, the transmitter will transmit the 666 channel, but while transmitting these channels are spaced, have a gap of a 30 kilohertz. Why this gap is there? Because to reduce the interference, to reduce the disturbance. The receiver is a dual conversion super heterodyne receiver unit and operates in a frequency range of 870.03 to 889.98 megahertz. The receiver receives the signal frequencies which are spaced 45 megahertz apart in order to minimize the interference. Again, here the receiver uses the signal frequency and have the gap of 45 megahertz. That means each signal frequency is spaced apart from the 45 megahertz. Again, here reason is to minimize the interference, to minimize the disturbance. The frequency synthesizer develops all the signals which are used by the transmitter and a receiver section. Frequency synthesizer is the main which develops the frequency and gives to the transmitter section and a receiver section. The transmitter transmits the voice signal while the receiver receives these signals, convert it and demodulates to produce the voice signal. The control unit and the logic unit together operates on the control signal received from the MTSO. The logic unit produces the required control signal to coordinate the operation of transmitter and receiver and the frequency synthesizer. Okay, that means the control unit and logic unit are operates to control the control signal received from the MTSO. Now we will see the one by one block in detail. First block is the transmitter, mobile phone transmitter. As you can see here, this is the diagram of the mobile phone transmitter. First is the phase modulator. The phase modulator having the two inputs. One input is from carrier input from the frequency synthesizer. As we have seen that frequency synthesizer developed all the frequencies for transmitter and receiver. The one input is coming from the frequency synthesizer to the phase modulator, and second input is from microphone, and it amplifies the audio signal and gives to the phase modulator. Then the output of the phase modulator is given to the frequency mixer. Now frequency mixer mixes the two frequency. Which two frequency? One frequency which is coming from the frequency synthesizer, and second frequency is coming from the channel selected frequency from the frequency synthesizer. These two frequencies are mixed together and output is given to the class C amplifier. These are the amplifier section, class C amplifier and the final amplifier. These two amplifiers will amplify the signal according to the requirement, and output is given to the directional coupler and then the then the duplexer will isolate the transmitting as well as receiving signal. Okay, as it shares the same antenna. Now here you can see the automatic power controller, that is APC. It will control the power of the mobile phone transmitter unit with the help of power output detector and the DC amplifier. We will see the description of this. Consider the block diagram of transmitter unit of mobile phone handset as shown in figure. It consists of the following units: phase modulator, mixer, class C amplifier, final amplifier, directional coupler, duplexer, automatic power control and power output detector. Now the transmitter is a low power FM unit and its typical output power is 3 watt, which is controlled by the cell side and the MTSO. It operates in the frequency range of 825 to 845 MHz. There are 666 transmitted channels which are spaced 30 kHz apart from each other. The carrier generated by a frequency synthesizer is applied to a phase modulator and it modulates by the amplified voice signal obtained from the microphone. The output of the phase modulator is up converted by using the frequency mixer to the final transmitter frequency. The output of the frequency mixer is applied to the series of class C power amplifier and the final amplifier stage to design stage is to design to supply the output power of 3 watt to the antenna. The APC, that is automatic power control circuit, controls the output power of the transmitted automatically with the help of the power output detector and the DC amplifier. The directional coupler used to tap the received power and convert it into a proportional DC signal. This DC signal controls the APC circuit. Now the transmitter output is fed to the duplexer or an isolator, which allows the same antenna to be shared for transmission and the reception. The important feature of the transmitter is that its output power is controllable by the cell side and MTSO. The transmitter and receiver frequencies are spaced 45 MHz from each other to minimize the interference or to minimize the uh, disturbance. Okay, that means transmitter output lastly fed to the duplexer or the isolator, which will allow the same antenna to share the transmitted signal. Now, important feature of transmitter is that the output power is controllable by the cell side and the MTSO. Okay, and the frequency, that is transmitted frequency and receiver frequencies, are having the gap of 45 MHz from each other to minimize the interference. Okay, thank you.